Hey guys, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to graph polar functions using Desmos. So the first thing to do is to go to desmos.com, D-E-S-M-O-S, and then you'll click on the link to open the graphing calculator. Now the default is a rectangular grid system where you see your X and Y axes. So you're going to need to change that in settings. Go to the little wrench icon in the top right corner and change your grid option from the sort of screen-like pattern to the spider web looking one. And that will give you your polar graphs. You can leave the axis numbers on or you can turn them off for a tidier looking graph. That is up to you, but I'm going to leave them on for now while I'm creating my project. And now I've got my graph ready to go and I can adjust the zoom, zooming it in, zooming it out, depending on what I want here. And then to plot your functions, you will just click over here on the left-hand side and start typing. So I think that I want to make my project into a snail. So I'll base this off of a spiral of Archimedes. So I'll type in my equation, r is equal to theta. If you just type in theta and hit the spacebar, it will automatically give you the symbol. And I'm going to say theta plus 2. And I want a little bit of a tighter spiral than that so that my snail's a little smaller. So let's put in a 0.5 there. Okay, that's looking pretty good, but I don't want my snail shell to spiral on for forever. So one of the things that you can do is restrict the domain. So to do that, you're going to use curly brackets, and inside the brackets, say what angles you want to go through. So I'm going to start with just one revolution. I'm going to say theta is less than 2 pi. So that gives me from 0 to 2 pi. That's not quite big enough. So let's say 3 pi. So it's going around a little further. I want to go a little further yet. Let's say 3.25, and we'll leave it at 3.2. So that's the body of my snail. And if I want to add some more detail to this, maybe I'll draw in a limicon without a loop. So let's say r is equal to 6 sine of theta plus 10. That's too small. Let's make that a 6. And I want it to be a little bit bigger so that everything lines up. Let's say plus 11. Okay, that looks pretty good. I like the little curvy part at the bottom there, but I don't want this whole big loop around the top. I think I only want this to go from, let's say, here to maybe about here. So I'm going to restrict my domain, again, using the curly brackets, and I say that I want my angle to be between, let's say, 13 pi over 12, make that less than my angle, and make that less than, say, 7 pi over 4. And that gives me just that little segment there. And of course, I would play around with this some more, add some more different graphs. If you want to change the colors on these, you can click on the edit list here, and you can change these to different colors. You can change the thickness of the lines. You can make it dotted. There's lots of things you can do. But once you have your graph the way you like it, the way that you're going to share this is you're going to go to the Share Graph menu, again, up at the top right. And then you'll copy this link, and that'll be one of the things that you turn into Google Classroom so that your instructor can see your equations and any restrictions that you've placed on the domain. Then, once you have it the way you like it, and you're going to print it off and color it in and make it all beautiful, you'll use this same Share Your Graph menu, but now hit the Print button. And you can see a preview here with some different options. I recommend using landscape mode instead of portrait layout, just so that your image is a little bit bigger. So you'll put that into landscape mode and then just print off that first page, color it in, and upload a photo of your final image.